Hi everyone, and welcome to TWF Impact or Smash. I am Renee Young, here with Elois and with Aiden English. And today on Impact or Smash, we're going to hear from the world heavyweight fighter Roman Reigns before he goes in for his match with Brock Lesnar at at WrestlePalooza, which will probably happen this Sunday after we see, after what will happen after we see how it plays out, how WWE plays out their fight. Well, that's right, Aiden English said. You got Roman Reigns, who sees himself as the high leader and sees himself as a Kaiser, a king, a overlord, a head of a board, a kin leader. He sees himself as many things. First off, a lot of you folks out there, I want to tell everyone, I want to say, Portview Borough, welcome me. And I'm going to say that I've been the world heavyweight fighter for close to 2 years. And I don't see it ending. Every time I think to myself, how did this all happen? How was I not this way in the early days? How did I let winnings go? How did I take so many losses before I got it right? And the only thing I can come up with is I don't know. I truly don't have any understanding of why that happened. But, the way I look at it is that there is a lot, but I don't know why it was. But all I know is that the way things were back then, not the way things are. I keep telling everyone that I'm on some kind of God setting, or whatever you want to call it, where I can never lose. And I don't know, a lot of you folks out there can gild it on Paulie Dangerously, or my near kin, Jimmy and Jay Uso if you want, or a whole bunch of other things that you can gild it on if you want to. But I think at the end of the day that it's my skill and craft. And that's why it's my skill and craft. So I know that I'm going to beat Brock Lesnar because, yeah, there was a time, a long time ago, and this may have been from 2012 up to 2020 where Brock Lesnar was seen as the unbeatable, unstoppable, and he had his supposed God setting where he would go through and beat everyone. If you got a win over him, well, you couldn't get the two-fold win over him. And if you were lucky enough to get one win over him, like The Undertaker was, or two wins over him, like Triple H and Bill Goldberg did, or at least get one win over him, like The Undertaker and John Cena did, or me at the time, then you saw yourself lucky. But now, after he took his loss to Drew McIntyre, it's only smooth enough to know that he can lose. And he's lost a lot more than I have. Hey, he lost to Bobby Lashley. Well, 2 times. He lost to Bobby Lashley. He lost to me 2 times. So we all know at the end of the day, he has never ever been the same since then. So I want to let you know, Brock Lesnar, unlike your 2 losses to Bill Goldberg, your 2 losses to Hunter Helmsley, your loss to The Undertaker, Your one loss to The Undertaker, one loss to John Cena, and your one loss to Drew McIntyre is just going to keep on going because now you're going to have, instead of having one loss to Kurt Angle, oh, forgot to mention him, yeah. You're going to have 3 losses now, and they're all going to be to the same man. That's me. And when I beat you, I will not only be the World Heavyweight Fighter, but the TWF Heavyweight Fighter too. Yeah, you're right, my Ken leader. You're right, my high leader. My overlord, my king, my Kaiser, my World Heavyweight Fighter. You're right. Brock Lesnar is not the man he once was. Brock Lesnar can be beat like any other man or woman. And you know, you can talk about I can talk about all the cool things he did back in the day. But Roman Reigns did a lot of cool things back in the day too. I never bring up how he was in the XWF, he was in the CFF, the CFL. You know, the Settlelands offshoot of the New World's NFL. The One the Reichs offshoot of the Settlelands offshoot of the One the Reichs offshoot. I could talk about that too. And I can also talk about all the cool things he did. Well, once he got into wrestling. And about, alright, let me get this straight, Brock Lesnar says. You think that since you got 2 wins over me, you think that means you're going to win. You like to bring up how I lost to Bill Goldberg 2 times, or how I lost to John Cena and The Undertaker and Kurt Angle once. You're going to talk about how, I lost to Triple H, Hunter Helmsley 2 times. You like to bring up all my losses, yeah, the Drew McIntyre loss. Oh, how I lost to Bobby Lashley. Wow, how you beat me 2 times. But hey, you keep leaving out how everyone you ever gotten a win over has either has happened to either one, you've had Paulie Dangerously over there, or you had Jimmy and Jey Uso helping you. You can't say that you did it all on your own. So, you actually you think that you're going to be the World Heavyweight Fighter, huh? You think you're going to be the TWF Heavyweight Fighter. You think you're going to bond both of those together and become the wanted TWF Heavyweight Fighter or whatever. I don't think so. You're going to lose in WWE. You're going to lose in the TWF. You're going to take that loss you haven't taken since 29 between YL, and it's going to happen to me. It's going to happen at the hands of me. So I guess it's about the time where you get mad and tell Jimmy, James, and Jason to come at me. How you and Paulie Dangerously will then run off like weaklings, and I beat the shit out of your near kin. Alright? How'd you read my mind? Get him! Well, Paulie Dangerously gone, Roman Reigns gone, and now here comes Jason Uso now. He just got F5'd by Brock Lesnar. Here comes James Uso, and he just got F5'd by Brock Lesnar too. Yep, you can do all that shit you want to do. You can run and be weaklings, but come WrestleMania and the WWE and come WrestlePalooza and the TWF, your booty is mine, Roman Reigns. Your booty is mine too, Paulie Dangerously. Well, Renee Young says we just saw what happened. We just saw what happened. You know, Brock Lesnar took out James Uso and Jason Uso. Renee Young said, yeah. Elois says Paulie Dangerously and Roman Reigns were the weaklings in this. They saw this happening. You know, sadly they ran out. He let his near kin take the beat down. Elois said, I'll tell you another thing, Aiden English says. I'm sure Roman Reigns and Paulie Dangerously have worked at some kind of game goal to beat Brock Lesnar. I'm sure it's going to happen. Aiden English said, we'll see this Monday on Monday Night Raw that it will happen. Alright. Renee Young said we got Joey Styles now. Yes, Renee Young, I'm going to be talking with Roman Reigns here. Roman Reigns, someone would say, with all needed onlook, that you handled it as a weakling would handle it by running off, letting your near kin, James and Jason, take the beat down again. Well, a lot of folks would see it that way, Joey Styles. But as a high leader, or a king, or a Kaiser, or overlord, or a world heavyweight fighter, kin leader, head of the board, I might make them think that I'm frightened of them. I might make them think that I'm yielding. You might think of me doing what some of the greatest lead fighters and head fighters of yesteryear did, like Augustus Julius Caesar, Napoleon Bonaparte, and Alexander Logan's did. Yeah. Sure, you like to say that you were playing the mind games and the game goals that they played. Yeah. I mean, when you think of it, Augustus Julius Caesar took Gaul and whatever before it became Frankland, and Napoleon Bonaparte almost had half of Evenland was underneath Evenland Frankish lording, and Alexander the Great, or Alexander Logus, he almost had a Kaiserdom that almost stretched it from the old world to the Far East. Middle East, whatever. Yeah, you're forgetting one thing, that they all took losses. Augustus Julius Caesar was slain by the Windemalt. Napoleon Bonaparte lost at Waterloo, which was in Bengalem, and then died years later from growth. And Alexander Logan's, also known as the Great, died from some kind of illness or something he had at long years. Yeah, well, whatever. But the grounds is, make them think you're yielding, and then you beat them. And that's what's going to happen to Brock Lesnar. The kin leader, the head of the board, the world heavyweight fighter, the high leader, the king, the Kaiser, is going to win. I will be the world heavyweight fighter and the TWF heavyweight fighter too, Joey Styles. Well, Roman Reigns, believing it's just, mind games and bullshit and a game goal. Back to you, Renee Young. Well, thank you, Joey Styles, for talking with Roman Reigns here on Impact or Smash. But it's all the time we got here for Impact or Smash. I am Renee Young for Elois and Aiden English. We hope you liked Impact or Smash, and we'll see you tomorrow for Friday Night SmackDown, which are all English words, so there was no need for us to put the English word. There was no need for us to say what the English word would be for that, because Friday and SmackDown are English words, and night is too.